I know Kawhi Leonard wakes up and thinks to myself, damn, everything that could have went wrong this season for me kind of went wrong. I win this championship last summer with the Toronto Raptors. I go to my dream situation. I go to Los Angeles. I become a Clipper. Not only do I go to the Clippers, I go bring another star with me. I got Paul George with me. Yay! I get to rest my body. I don't got to do back-to-backs. I got another forward that could just come in and do what I need to do in the regular season. I can rest my body, load manage my way to the postseason, right? I don't want to compete for regular season championships, but as long as I get regular season MVPs, as long as I get finals MVPs, who cares? Who cares? And that Clippers team was good the previous season without me. They took the Warriors with Kevin Durant 6 games. So those dudes can win regular season games, and I could cruise and coast. Well, the regular season happens. Kawhi is out. Paul George is out. Kawhi's in. Paul George is still out. They go back and forth, back and forth. They never really get 100% healthy at the same time. They're not gelling. They finally gel. When both guys are there, they're great. But that ain't that frequently. The COVID restart happens. Or the COVID season ends. Then you restart. So now not only is it we got to try to win a ring in our first year together, but now it's not just we played 20 games, 30 games together heading into the postseason. We played 20 games together as a team, but I mean, those 20 games we played together was like in February, January. It's August, September. We really don't have any chemistry. This situation in the bubble is a mess. We don't really know each other like that because, Doc Rivers didn't require these guys to practice hard or a lot. Kawhi's personality seems to be a little awkward. Paul George seems to be a little awkward or aloof. Lou Williams worried about Magic City. I think this was a disaster that I didn't see coming. And they lose to the Nuggets. And if I'm Kawhi Leonard, in the same round that my Clippers team loses to the Nuggets, I can't help but watch the team that I was on a year ago. Toronto Raptors, Eastern Conference. The Raptors were one guy away from getting past Boston. And I'm sorry, y'all. I know we can do the prediction game, and it doesn't really matter because this is a what-if type of ordeal. If the Raptors had Kawhi Leonard, not only do I believe they beat the Boston Celtics, I believe they beat the Miami Heat in 5. I believe they cruise through the Eastern Conference and make it to the NBA Finals. And damn it, I'm a Laker fan, but I tell the truth on this platform. I didn't want no smoke with that Toronto Raptors team. LeBron and AD, I still don't want no smoke. Nope. They move the ball. They're great defensively. They got experience. They're going for the repeat. That would have been a bad matchup for the Lakers. Terrible matchup for the Lakers. By the way, if Kawhi stays in Toronto, you probably don't got Danny Green in Los Angeles. Just saying. Man, I know Kawhi wakes up and thinks to himself, damn, I should have stayed in Toronto. And the one thing that I didn't mention, out of everything, out of all the factors, right? We know Kawhi did not want to play in Toronto more than anything else. More than Kawhi wanted to play in Los Angeles, he did not want to play in Toronto. Here's the crazy thing about it. The NBA's in a bubble. They probably going to be in a bubble next year. Now, it might be multiple bubbles. It might be one in Orlando, one in Texas, and one in Vegas is what I heard. That's one of the plans that the NBA has. If they cannot do arenas, but if that is the case, that would mean Kawhi doesn't even have to play in Canada. And I'll take that even a step further. Canada don't want Americans in their country right now because we ain't handling COVID the right way. So what if the Toronto Raptors, even if we're doing in arenas next year, right? In home arenas, there's a good chance that Toronto will have to find a new arena in the States to play. There's a real possibility of that, by the way. Because they don't want people flying in and out of their country right now, especially Americans, when we ain't got a handle on COVID. If that's the case, the biggest reason why Kawhi left Toronto was because of not wanting to play in Canada, Toronto, and I don't blame him, right? I get it. But you might not even have to worry about that for the next 2 years. You could have had 2 more shots, real shots, at championships to add to your legacy. It'd be 3-ring Kawhi, 4-ring Kawhi. I know Kawhi's like, damn, I could be next to Kyle Lowry, who let me do my thing. Fred VanVleet, who ain't worried about what I'm doing. Now I'm in this locker room next to talkative ass Patrick Beverley and non-verbal ass Paul George. And I already don't like talking to people my damn self. And Patrick Beverley talking my head off. I should have stayed in Toronto. You gotta believe that's going through Kawhi's mind. It's my one life, and I give it everything I got. I am music. I am sports. I am the culture.